All eve of the final weekend of the regular season. How are you feeling?
Yeah, good. Really looking forward to the weekend. Look, the lads have put us in a good position and we just go into the game pretty fearless and just try and play our best. Look, I'm well aware of the fact we haven't done amazing away from home against the top 8 or 10 teams, so we'll have to play really well to come away with something, but yeah, that's our intention, and like I said, there's no point catastrophising about it now. You just got to go into it fully focused on what we're trying to do and play our best, give ourselves a chance.
There are various different scenarios, permutations, all these sorts of things surrounding your fixture and Peterborough's game, obviously. How much are you ignoring or trying to ignore all that stuff?
That isn't easy, truth be told. I mean, I'm well aware that during the game, if I see the Derby end go up and the ball's out of play, I've got a funny feeling that Barnsley might have scored, or in the same way, there's a massive solemn from our fan base. But also, as has happened in previous seasons, I've had the odd person tell me something was going on in my ear, but it doesn't detract from the fact that you can't, I appreciate, unless there's a massive scoreline change, a draw could be enough, but it's very difficult to set up to get a draw. It's not really in our nature to set up to get a draw, so that's the difficulty. So it isn't going to be like, oh my God, they're winning, we have to win. We're going to try and win from the outset. So I'd rather defend by having the ball in the other half. So it does, obviously you do look at that, you do, and I am going to be aware of that as well. And the same with, I know Bolton are away at Bristol Rovers, so potentially if we did win, we might be able to catch them. I mean, it might be a lie now, I've said that, our goal difference I don't think is a lot different, and if we did win. So a lot could happen and a lot could change, knowing how football is and how exciting the last day of the season is. A lot will change on the day. So like I said, if we're at our best, we give them a good game, and if we're not successful, then we're not good enough to be in the playoffs, and that's as simple as it is.
There's talk as well about the fact that if you do get in, you could end up playing Sheffield Wednesday in the semi-finals, and it would be 3 games in a row and blah, blah, blah. Are you not thinking about that bit as well? Do you have to deal with Sunday first?
Yeah, I just have to deal. Like, it's not about, oh, I don't want to show Darren my hand. I'm really friendly with Darren anyway. He'll virtually guarantee how I'm going to play and what I'm going to do, and vice versa. We know each other quite well. So it's not about not showing my hand. It's just about getting through. So there's no point being coy and then not getting to the playoffs. But I could have said, cool, you won't believe what I'd have done in the next game. No, we'll go as strong as we can and play as well as we can. I had a text off a Sheffield Wednesday fan today saying, look, I hope you get through. And then sort of I don't, because then they know they'll play us again. And if we do get into the playoffs and we do get Sheffield Wednesday, then it should be 2 real big games that everyone can enjoy. But we've just got to get through Sunday first and give ourselves the best chance to do so.
There's no doubt they've had a fantastic season despite the disappointment on missing out on the top 2. I don't think anyone has ever got 93 points and not won automatic promotion before. No,
I think they've been amazing, and consistently win the way they have is impressive. And Ipswich have been in unbelievable form, and if they hadn't have won, I don't know, 10 out of the last 11, Sheffield Wednesday would have had it. So I don't think it's, Sheffield Wednesday have won 4 out of the last 5, so they're still in great form. It's just unfortunate for them they're in the season where the points tally hasn't been enough, but it doesn't detract from the great season they've had. And I think for most of the months, possibly up till about March, everyone had Wednesday as they're guaranteed to go up, and like I said, the other 2 teams were in such scintillating form that they've just pipped it. But that doesn't mean that Wednesday haven't been brilliant, because they have.
That's how you're feeling. How do you think the players are feeling ahead of this one?
Good question. If I was a player, I could only put myself back into my playing boots, but I'd just be looking forward to the challenge. It's going to be a big game. The lads do well on big pitches in front of big crowds, so we've got no anxiety they're going to get there and freeze, so that's fine. And as a player, you just want to go out and play, and you always want to play in the last game. So that's my job to manage that. But so yeah, I just think they'll be excited by it. Like you don't have the same fear as you do when you become a fan or become a manager. You don't catastrophise. You just think, right, I'm in control of it. It's everybody else. It's only them 11 on the pitch at that time who have any control. The rest of us is just, hanging on to them for dear life, really. So, no, I think they're looking forward to it. They're in good fettle. They train really well, mixing my days up really well on Wednesday. We had yesterday off, so we'll see what they're like today.
Is this where you hope the experience of the group comes through? We've made a lot of it throughout the season about what these players have achieved in their careers.
Yeah, I hope so. And I must take this opportunity to thank them really, because the senior pros, especially the way they've managed to keep themselves fit through the winter months and that, playing as many games as we have. We've got a really small squad, as everyone knows, and they've kept themselves in really good fettle, but they've done that for a reason. Obviously they want to play games. What I mean is to try and achieve something. So they've set themselves up to get into the playoffs, which will be a great achievement for us. But they have got experience. They, like I said, they used to playing in front of big crowds. You know, Nat used to be there if selected. Didsy used to be a Sheffield United player if selected. There's a good chance Didsy might play, in fairness, as with Nat. Connor, Corey, they've all played in big games, promotion games and that as well. So yeah, we have got a bit of experience, and we have got the ignorance of youth, which is the nicest way to put it. Sometimes when you're younger, you're not aware of the enormity of things. You just go through life smiling and singing until you get a mortgage and kids, and then you realise life's a bit more difficult. So we have a nice mix. So hopefully we have enough on the day to get us through, and we might not even have to get a point, but our intention is to go there and put a really good marker down and real good confidence that if we do perform well and we do get in the playoffs, then we can carry that forward.